Let's bring in Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Governor, you see Gavin Newsom on the late-night talk shows doxing or trying to get ICE agents doxed, trying to get them unmasked. I mean, how reckless are we getting now?
Well, this is a governor, Jesse, who is saying that he does not want ICE agents to put masks on, and they're doing that for their safety because there's a threat to them and their family out there, as we saw with the shooting today and the threats that come in daily to them. But this is the same governor who forced 2-year-olds to wear masks during COVID, and he wielded executive power to muzzle people. And so I think he thinks that he just has ultimate power to do this. But what his rhetoric is doing, what his actions, what other supposedly mainstream politicians in the Democratic Party have done is to put a target on the back of our ICE agents because they're demonizing them. They're comparing them to things like the Gestapo. And so that ends up creating an environment where people like this are going to act. So we've set the marker down in Florida. Don't even think about it. We are going to obviously defend our state and local law enforcement, but we are there right there with our DHS partners. And if you go after and target them, we're going to bring down a ton of bricks on you, and you're not going to want to do that in the state of Florida.
When you hear the governor say push back, or when you hear Senator Murphy say we're at war, or, Walt saying that these guys are the Gestapo, do you think that's kind of like a wink and the nod to the crazy base to maybe do something about it?
Well, I think what they're doing is they're basically just rejecting the constitutional system and the results of elections. Because remember, their president, Joe Biden, opened the border. It was tremendously unpopular. Communities were overwhelmed. We talked about it on your network so many times. Donald Trump ran against the open border. He said he was going to enforce the law. The American people elected him overwhelmingly against Kamala Harris to do this. And so what these ICE agents are doing is they are enforcing federal law. We are a country. We have borders. That matters. That means you have to secure the border, which has been done very well, but it also means you have to do interior enforcement. And so what the Democrats want to do, they just want to nullify all that. They want to do amnesty by law, but they know that's unpopular. They can't get that done. So this is a way to try to scare ICE agents from doing their job. And I think even tragically, where these ICE agents are going to face the brunt of these crazy people. But they are enforcing the law that the American people have enacted through their representatives and just voted for in 2024.
Yeah, if they don't like the laws that are being enforced, change them. You're a politician, change them. We've given them an opportunity to.
I've never seen them get mad. I never have seen them get this mad when American citizens are killed by illegal aliens. I've never seen Gavin Newsom comfort an angel mom. I've never seen these liberal Democrat senators talk about the victims of illegal immigration. That's not anything they do. They reserve all their ire for the people that are wearing the uniform and just doing what the law commands them to do.
Yeah, they actually have margaritas with illegals that are violent. Governor, thank you so much for joining us, and you too, stay safe. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.